Right now, Mercy is 6 months pregnant with twins from a man she met exactly 7 months ago. But here's the twist. She only agreed to marry him to save him from the embarrassment of public rejection. He was supposed to understand it was a joke. Instead, his family showed up with a marriage list worth millions. She had two choices: expose the lie or live it. The day everything started, it was supposed to be a normal trip to the market. Mercy was picking tomatoes when she heard the commotion. A crowd had gathered, phones out, recording something. She pushed through to see what was happening. In the center, a young man was on one knee, ring box open, tears in his eyes. The girl in front of him wasn't crying happy tears, though. "Get lost!" she shouted. "I said no, are you deaf?" The crowd gasped. Some people were laughing, others were recording. The man's face crumbled. He stayed on his knee, frozen as his girlfriend stormed off. That's when Mercy did something crazy. Without thinking, she walked straight to him. "Hey," she said loudly, making sure everyone could hear. "Why are you proposing to her when you promised to marry me?" The crowd went silent. The man looked up, confused. "Come on, baby," Mercy continued, helping him to his feet. "Propose to me instead. I'm the one who loves you." Understanding flickered in his eyes. He cleared his throat, still holding the ring. "Mercy, will you marry me?" "Yes!" She threw her arms around him. The crowd erupted in cheers and applause. Crisis averted. As people dispersed, she whispered in his ear, "You're welcome." Then louder for the few remaining spectators, "Call me later, sweetheart." She scribbled her number on his palm and left. She never expected him to actually call. What she didn't know was that someone had recorded the whole thing. By that evening, the video was already spreading on WhatsApp groups with the caption, "See as this babe save her man from disgrace. True love wins." The viral video. 3 days later, Mercy was scrolling through Facebook when she saw it. Her face, the market, the proposal, 50,000 views and climbing. "Mercy the market's savior," one comment read. "This is why I believe in love," said another. "God when? I need a woman like this." Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. "Hello? Is this Mercy, the one from the video? Who is this? My name is John. You saved me at the market. I wanted to thank you properly." Mercy's heart sank. "Look, it was nothing. Just forget about it." "I can't forget. You don't understand what you did for me. Can we meet? Just coffee?" "I don't think that's a good idea. Please, just once. Let me thank you." Against her better judgment, she agreed. One coffee, what harm could it do? The surprise visit. 1 month later, Mercy was watching TV with her mother when someone knocked. She opened the door and nearly fainted. There stood John, and he wasn't alone. An older man who looked just like him stood beside him, wearing a serious expression. Behind them were 2 more men carrying what looked like wrapped gifts. "Good evening," John said. "I'm John. This is my father. We're here to officially ask for your hand in marriage." Mercy's mouth fell open. Behind her, her mother jumped up from the couch. "Marriage? Mercy, you didn't tell me you had a boyfriend." I... Mercy stammered. "Since you publicly accepted my proposal," John continued, "we want to do things properly. My family is ready to fulfill all traditional requirements." His father nodded. "We are honorable people. When a woman saves my son's dignity and agrees to marry him, we take it seriously. The whole of Benin has seen the video. We must do the right thing." "The video? Of course." Mercy felt the room spinning. Her mother was already offering them seats, bringing out drinks, calling her uncle. Before Mercy could think of an excuse, her uncle had arrived with the traditional marriage list. "This is wonderful," her uncle exclaimed, his greedy eyes lighting up as he handed over an extensive list. "The wedding can be next Saturday." "Next Saturday?" John's father frowned. "That's too far. We were thinking this Saturday. 3 days from now." 3 days? Mercy finally found her voice. "The sooner, the better," John's father said firmly. "Before any scandal starts. People are already talking about the video. They want to know when the wedding is." The ex-girlfriend's threat. That night, Mercy's phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? So you think you've won?" A female voice, cold and bitter. "Who is this?" "John's real girlfriend, the one who knows him. not some random market girl trying to trap him. Look, I don't know what. Shut up and listen. John is mine. We had a small fight, that's all. I was going to take him back after teaching him a lesson, but you had to interfere with your fake hero act. It wasn't... I saw the video. Very touching. But let me tell you something about John. He's not what he seems. His money? His businesses? You might want to ask where they really come from. What are you talking about? Ask him about his time in Malaysia. Ask him why he really came back. Ask him about the missing money from his uncle's company. Or better yet, don't marry him and save yourself the trouble. The line went dead, trapped in her own kindness. The next morning, Mercy's phone rang at 6 a.m. John's name flashed on the screen. "Good morning, my wife-to-be," he said cheerfully. "We should spend time together before our wedding. I'll pick you up every evening after work." "John, wait. We need to talk about the wedding plans." "Yes. My sister Comfort is flying in from Lagos today. She's excited to meet you." "No, about Malaysia." Silence. Then, "Who told you about Malaysia?" "So it's true. You were in Malaysia." "Mercy, I'll explain everything when I see you. It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" "Not over the phone. I'll pick you up at 5 p.m. We'll talk." Getting to know John and his secrets. Despite herself, Mercy found the evening revealing. John drove them to a quiet spot overlooking the city. "I was in Malaysia for 2 years," he began. "Working for my uncle's company. He's in oil and gas." "Your ex said..." "My ex says a lot of things. That's why she's my ex." His jaw tightened. "There was money missing from the company, yes, but I was the one who discovered it. My uncle's accountant had been stealing. I exposed him." "Then why did you leave?" "Because the accountant was my uncle's son-in-law. Family became complicated. I came back to start fresh, built my own businesses from scratch." "Can you prove this?" John pulled out his phone, showed her documents, emails, even a commendation letter from the Malaysian authorities for his cooperation in the investigation. "Why didn't you tell me before?" "Because I wanted you to know me, not my past drama. But Mercy..." He took her hand. "If you want to call off this wedding, I understand. I know it's crazy. I know it's fast. But something about you, I just know you're meant to be my wife." The Pressure Mount Sunday came too quickly. John arrived to take her to church, but this time he wasn't alone. A beautiful woman stepped out of the car with him. "Mercy, meet my sister Comfort." Comfort hugged her immediately. "Sister, I've heard so much about you. The whole family is talking about the video. You're already famous." At church, people kept staring and whispering. The pastor even mentioned them during announcements. "We have a celebrity couple here today, the ones from the viral video." After service, Comfort pulled Mercy aside. "I need to warn you about something." "What?" "John's ex, Sandra, she's been calling family members, spreading lies. She even called my husband last night trying to get information about John's businesses. She called me too." "What did she say?" Mercy told her about the Malaysia accusations. Comfort's face darkened. "That witch, she knows the truth. She was there when John was cleared. She's just bitter because she played herself." "What do you mean?" "She was cheating on John with some guy who promised to marry her. That's why she rejected the proposal so publicly. She wanted to humiliate him, but the guy dumped her 2 weeks later. Now she wants John back." The traditional wedding drama. The traditional wedding day arrived like a hurricane. Mercy's compound was buzzing with activity. John's family had arrived in full force. 3 buses full of relatives from different states. But the drama started early. "Where is the bride?" someone shouted. "She's supposed to be hidden." Mercy was rushed into her room by her aunties. The traditional hide-and-seek began, with John's people searching for her. It was all fun and games until someone noticed a commotion at the gate. Sandra had shown up, in a white dress. "I'm here for my man," she screamed. "That market girl stole him." John's sister Comfort didn't hesitate. She marched to the gate, her own sisters behind her. "You have 5 seconds to leave before we redesign your face. John loves me. We were together for 4 years. And you threw it away for another man's promise. Now leave." Security had to intervene. Sandra was dragged away screaming, "This wedding is a sham. I'll expose everything." Inside, Mercy was shaking. "Maybe we should stop." "No," her mother said firmly. That mad woman will not spoil your day. You saved this man. He chose you. Stand tall." The ceremony continued. When John finally found Mercy and paid all the required fees to her family, the joy on his face was genuine. He knelt before her, holding her hands. "In front of our families, I promise to cherish you. Not because of a video, not because of pressure, but because you showed me kindness when I needed it most." The social media storm. That evening, as the traditional wedding ended, Mercy's phone exploded with notifications. Someone had gone live on Instagram during Sandra's drama. The video was everywhere. Ex-girlfriend storms wedding in white dress. Market proposal couple fights off bitter ex. You won't believe what happened at this traditional wedding. The comments were wild. Sandra get mindo, white dress to another person's wedding. This Mercy girl's strong, I would have cancelled everything. John dodged bullet with that Sandra, see craze? But then came the threatening messages. Anonymous accounts sending pictures of Mercy at the market, her workplace, even her mother's shop. You think you've won? This isn't over. Watch your back, husband snatcher. We know where you work. John was furious when she showed him. I'm hiring security for you. That's excessive. No, I won't let her or anyone hurt you. You're my wife now. Your safety is my priority. The White Wedding Countdown. The next 3 days were intense. Comfort took charge of the White Wedding preparations, while John dealt with the security situation. It turned out Sandra had hired some area boys to intimidate Mercy. It's handled, John told her Thursday evening. The police are involved now. She won't bother us again. How can you be sure? Because her parents are involved now. They're sending her to stay with relatives in Abuja. She needs help, Mercy. I think she's having a breakdown. I almost feel sorry for her. Don't. She made her choices. You saved me from public humiliation, yes, but you also saved me from a toxic relationship. I see that now. That night, Jason called, Mercy's actual boyfriend. Baby, we need to talk. I heard you're getting married. You can't be serious. We have nothing to discuss. Mercy, what we have is real. This guy's just grateful you helped him. That's not love. And what we have? You cheating with your ex? What? I haven't seen my ex in months. What are you talking about? Don't lie to me, Jason. I saw you. Saw me where? When? Mercy, I've been in Abuja for the past week on a business trip. Check my Instagram if you don't believe me. Mercy's blood ran cold. She quickly checked his Instagram. True enough, he had been posting from Abuja, but she saw him, didn't she? Then who was in your apartment Tuesday night? Tuesday? My apartment? Mercy, I gave you the only spare key. No one else can enter my place. What's going on? The realization hit her like a truck. She had been played, but by whom and why? The wedding day revelation Easter Sunday arrived with perfect weather. Mercy stood in her wedding dress, radiant but troubled. Comfort noticed her nervousness. What's wrong? I think I made a mistake. My boyfriend, he wasn't cheating. Someone set him up. What? Mercy explained everything. Comfort's eyes widened. Sandra, it had to be Sandra. But how would she know about Jason? How would she get into his apartment? I don't know, but it's too late now. You're about to walk down that aisle. What do you want to do? Mercy looked at herself in the mirror. In 3 hours, she would be Mrs. John, based on a lie built on deception, started as a joke. I don't know. Do you have feelings for my brother? Yes, I do. He's kind, generous, patient. Then marry him. Not because of the lie, not because of the pressure, but because you want to. But it's not fair to him. He thinks I chose him. You did choose him. Maybe not for the right reasons initially, but you chose him. The question is, do you choose him now? The church bells rang. It was time. As Mercy walked down the aisle, she saw John waiting at the altar. His face lit up when he saw her. In that moment, she knew her answer. The honeymoon truth. At the hotel that night, Mercy made a decision. Complete honesty. John, I need to tell you everything. She told him about Jason, about the supposed cheating, about her doubts that morning. John listened without interrupting. So you see, she finished, I agreed to marry you for the wrong reasons. I was hurt and Mercy. He took her hands. Do you remember what I told you at the traditional wedding? I'm not marrying you because of the video or the pressure. I'm marrying you because of who you are. But I knew about Jason. What? Comfort did some digging after Sandra's threats. We found out about your boyfriend. We also found out Sandra hired someone to impersonate him, to be in his apartment that night. You knew? And you still married me? Because I knew that even if you started this for the wrong reasons, your heart would eventually see the truth, that we belong together. How could you be so sure? Because the woman who would help a stranger avoid humiliation, who would face down a crazy ex-girlfriend, who would go through with a wedding to keep her word, that woman has integrity, and I knew she would eventually choose love over anger. The new beginning. 6 months later, Mercy watched the video that started it all. It had now been viewed over 1 million times. People called it the most romantic story of the year. If only they knew the full truth. Watching our origin story, John asked, rubbing her pregnant belly. Thinking about how crazy it all was, Sandra setting up Jason, the viral videos, the death threats. But we survived it all. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if I hadn't helped you that day? I'd probably still be on that market floor, John joked. But seriously, I think we would have found each other anyway. Some things are just meant to be. The doorbell rang. John went to answer it and returned with a familiar face. Jason. I hope it's okay, Jason said. I wanted to congratulate you both properly, and to apologize. For what? Mercy asked. For not fighting harder for you? When I realized what Sandra did, I should have come back immediately. But seeing you now, you're glowing. You're happy. You're where you're supposed to be. Thank you, Jason. That means a lot. After he left, John pulled Mercy close. That was mature of him, and mature of you to let him in. We all played our parts in this story. Even Sandra, in her twisted way, pushed us together. Speaking of Sandra, what happened to her? She's getting help. Her family finally got her into therapy. Turns out she was dealing with a lot more than just a broken heart. I hope she finds peace. Me too, but I'm more concerned about us finding the perfect names for these two. He patted her belly. 2? Didn't I tell you? I had a dream. Twin boys. They're going to be just as dramatic as their parents' love story. The final twist. Twins, the doctor announced during the ultrasound. 2 healthy boys. John actually fainted. Mercy laughed so hard the nurses worried she'd go into early labor. You and your dreams, Mercy said when John came to. I told you, I saw them clearly. One looked like you, one like me. What else did you see in this dream? That they become famous, one a musician, one a footballer, and that their mother writes a book about how she met their father. It becomes a bestseller. A book? About saying yes as a joke? About how sometimes the best things in life come from the most unexpected moments. About how a simple act of kindness can change everything. As the babies kicked, Mercy realized he might be onto something. Their story was unbelievable, but it was theirs. Maybe I will write it, she said. But who would believe it? Everyone who's ever taken a leap of faith for love. Everyone who's ever wondered what if. Everyone who needs to know that sometimes the joke's on fate, and fate laughs back by giving you everything you never knew you wanted. The end. Looking back, would you have married him? What would you have done in Mercy's situation? Sometimes a joke becomes destiny. Sometimes kindness leads to love. And sometimes, just sometimes, the person you save ends up saving you right back. But here's what we didn't tell you. Mercy did write that book. You just finished reading it. And yes, the twins are now 5 years old. One loves music, the other kicks a ball around all day. Funny how John's dreams always come true. Share your thoughts or your own crazy proposal stories below. Have you ever had a moment of kindness that changed your life? Tell us about it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the story so far, please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any updates. Thank you, and remember, we love you.